everyone, welcome to Billie Holman Creations. This is Billie. Oh my goodness, today, am I yelling? I'm sorry if I am. Today, I am going to do this gecko. Now, I got this mold from IntoResin some time ago, and I really want to do it because I did it once before. It was some time ago, but I did it for good reason, and I need a second one. So this is I have it on brown paper so you can see right here. I am going to dust it with some mica powders, which are actually soap dyes from the soap shop. And I have a black from Just For You Online UK. And I have a K-resin, which is an evergreen, and I think that's a beautiful color. I got that free with some resin when they had a sale, and they sent me 24 large packets of mica powders. And I'm going to do this gecko muted sort of green color. So from the soap shop, which is in my Amazon storefront, I have oyster and sepia. I have olive and pistachio and an olive green. And once I dust this, I think I'm going to use the evergreen for the background color. And I'm going to go ahead and mix that right in the resin when we get to that. So first of all, let me flip him over. Yeah, there's a cat hair. Go figure, right? Always. Where's my tweezers? Okay, pick that out of there. So I have some micro brushes here, and there's some tight spaces in here. I'm just going to do the best I can without getting too terribly sloppy with it. And gosh, there's another one. I did clean this. So first of all, he's got this pattern in it, which is, I don't know if you would say if it was a Aztec or Southern, what do I want to say, Native American design, or what is that, like Southwestern design. Gosh, now I've got fuzzies everywhere here. Anyway, I'm going to just put these designs in the mold with the mica powder, and like I said, I want it to be subtle. But if we look at his little face, his face is tilted. So I have one eye here, and then one eye right down in there. And I'm going to go ahead. Oh, I've been in the garden too. Pardon my fingernails. Jeez. I'm going to go ahead and just get a little black into those two little specks for the eyes. And I'll try not to blow this everywhere. So let me take a little micro brush here and just dab it in there. A little more, and we'll dab it in there. I'll try not to spread it all the way around, which I have already a little bit, but we'll clean that up. Anyway, this is a cute little mold. It could be a, I need tape already. It could be a gecko, or a skink, or a chameleon. Look at this, I have black already everywhere. I like it because of the thin tail. It's got a long tail, and it curls, but I have the other mold with the chunkier tail, and it looks to me more like a, they say it's a gecko, but it looks more like a salamander to me, but I don't know. I'll use that one one of these days. But let me try to blow some of this black out. There, we still have enough in there. Okay, now I'm going to start with the darkest first, and I'm going to go into, well, actually, sepia. That's a bit of a green, but it's almost a silver too. Let's do the claws in that color. I think I'll do that. See if I can be dainty about it. So here we go. I'm just gonna okay, that's all the colors I needed. Oh, I missed. No, I've got that. Pretty subtle. I went sort of from darker to lighter. Let me blow these out a little bit. Oh, I missed a spot. What color was that? Well, we'll just put a little dot right there. All right. Now, I'm going to get a little tape on here. Packing tape works better. It's in the other room. But I'm going to go take this into the other room where I do my resin, and we're going to mix up some of this evergreen to do the back. And this this mold, I did write it down, takes 1.17 ounces of resin. So I'm going to pause you and go right into the other room and mix up some resin, and we'll pour. Okay, I have him on my Let's Resin heating mat. I haven't turned that on yet. And before I mix, let me show you what I have. I have the rest of my, what was it called? The last of my other resin. Oh, for goodness sakes. Diamond Clarity, I think it was. And I had the containers tipped over and put in, you know, I just tipped them over and let them just drain into these 2 cups. So now, before I mix, I'm going to measure, because you know, you have more than one than you have in the other. Once you get them, you start using them. If you go, and I was going 1-to-1 volume, I was just using, you know, measuring cups, like an ounce of this and an ounce of that in the cups, by the cup measurements. But now I'm starting to go by weight volume, and that's because Julie from Pouring Your Heart Out does that, I know for sure, and Miss Wanda from Wanda's Blessed Creations. She has a video out not too long ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, on weighing your resin to get equal parts. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to see what I have first, because I'll have to dump some out probably. But here's my scale, and I have this in my Amazon storefront. And I have used it quite a bit, but I'm going to zero that out. There you go, 0. Now this is the A, I believe. 3.07 fluid ounces. Let's see what this one is. We zero it out. That's not, you know, that's including the cup. 2.68. Well, I have something else I can put the excess resin into. So since I have 2.68 of this one, God, I think that's B. And I'm going to have to dump, what did I say, 2.68, right? 2.69. Okay, 2.69. So let me just use this cup here. And I'm going to pour, I better get my gloves on. I'm going to pour 2.69. Let's zero that out, come on. And then I'm going to put my mask on and stir it together, okay? So then we'll just do this real quick, and then I'm going to put my timer on for 4 minutes, which is what I usually mix everything in. And I'm going to go 2.69. And I'll have excess. What do you do with it? Well, I don't know. Some people say you can mix it with other brands. I don't know for sure. But, let's see what we have. 2.68. Oh, this thing goes off unless you keep touching it. Don't know why that is. Oh. Did I measure wrong the first time? Oh, I did. What's going on? That's crazy. I did something bizarre. Oh, for heaven's sakes. We're going to have to play around now. 1.97. Is there exactly 2 there? Okay, there's exactly 2. Now, what did this come to? It's the different cups, I betcha. That's what it is. Okay, that's 2 even over there. We're going to have to use the same kind of cup. That makes sense. Do I have another cup like that? Oh, come on, Billy. Say you do. Say you do. I don't. Can you believe it? Oh, for heaven's sakes. We're going to have to use the same kind of cups. Or I'm not going mathematical to try to figure it all out any other way. Shoot. Okay. Dang it. There's only a smidgen in there. Okay, look, okay. 2.2 and a smidge. Let's say 2.3. I'm pouring it back in here. That's the only cup I have. Crazy. It happens. Yeah, I'm pouring it in back in the other cup. Gosh. It'll start mixing unless I wipe this out. I'm not gonna, because I'm gonna mix it in this one anyway. Let's see how if I can mess this up badly. Is this close to 2 ounces maybe? Okay, let's hope. We want 2 ounces even in this cup. Or 2.2 actually. It's the weight of this cup. Oh, come on, give me 2. Well, I know what we'll do. I loved math as a kid. I tutored algebra. For a year. I had to have calculus to get my degree. And then I had to take statistics. That was not my favorite. Okay, Billy, I need just to do it proper in my head, right? Okay, 1.77, and we're just going to double that. Where is a pencil? I need scratch paper. I'm over here doing my mathematics. 1.77 twice. 3.54 is what we need total here, okay? Turn on. 3.54. Oh, come on, 10 more. Hey, looky there. All right, we have it. 3 point, well, I said 457. That should work. A couple little digits is not going to matter. Let's throw that out, turn it off. Boy, that's a lot. Let me turn my timer on, get my mask on, and I'll see you in a minute, okay? Let me pause. Whoop. Okay, I'm back. I had to put it in a bigger cup. Let me clean this up real fast. Yes. And as I looked across the room, I did have another cup just the same as the one I ended up using. There's a whole pile of them, but I keep moving things around, and sometimes I just get spacey. All right. Get my, let me see, look at all those bubbles. Let me just zap those a second. And I'd like to spray some in my, spray some alcohol in my little Gecko, but I won't because that will mess up all the powders. All right, like I said, 1.17 is what I need, but I have another mold I'm going to be pouring the rest into. That will I'll show you at a later date. So I've used these gloves probably 5 or 6 times. I have some isopropyl alcohol sitting here, and I just put a pump on it so I can easily pump it into my hands. Okay, now see where you are. Okay, there you are. I'm going to stand up a second. Now let's go with this beautiful evergreen. Oh, that's going to be so pretty, don't you think? Look at that. Excited about that color. I have a lot of blue. You know, I love the color blue, but greens I think are my, well, I can't say. I like green too. But then I like purple and, oh, you know. The one color, I must say, one color that I never have really cared for. I like them all except orange. Orange is not my thing. I didn't mean to share that, but I did. Anyway, here we go. Gosh, that's a good scoop. I think that's not enough, actually. We're going to do another one. I got a big bag full. Why not? Why not? Oh, it's pretty. We're going to go with that. Something tells me I'll be wanting some more of that, because that is beautiful. And maybe it's because I grew up in the pine trees, too. Oh, look at that. That's pretty. That's really pretty. I like that. Sure to mix up your pigments really well when it's mica powders. But look at that. Stick doesn't do it justice, but it's pretty. Oh yeah. And these soap micas, they have a shimmer. They have a beautiful shimmer to them. So I think our Gecko is going to look pretty darn awesome. I'll turn on my heating mat. And I want to say thank you so much for joining me. My affiliate links are in the description below. I have my Amazon storefront, and I also have an Amazon wish list, and I added in a buy me a coffee. So if you would like to help support me just a little bit, I would love a cup of coffee. So thank you so much. I'm done soliciting. Okay. We are gonna wipe the stick off and just pour this Gecko. Alrighty. Now, I think I'll go ahead and turn my heat mat on. Now, I'm also on my leveling board, but I know it's kind of gets a little cockeyed by the time you get, you know, 2 silicone mats on, plus my heating pad. I'm going to go ahead and turn that on. Apparently, Let's Resin has a new one available now that has a timer on it. Say 2 hours is max. I should, you know what, I'm gonna zap this real quick. Oh, my husband used this, he didn't turn it off. Okay, my torch. Get in there, look at that. Whoa! Whew. Okay, here we go. Let's hope those colors come out. Ooh, wouldn't this be pretty for the toad mold or the frog mold? Yes, it would. Be quiet and concentrate. Get in those paws. Whoops. Paws. Claws. That is going to be so pretty. Ugh. See how level I am here in a minute. Sometimes it's the mold too. You know, sometimes they're not evenly leveled out. I'm going to get my little spatula, push that into the toes. What's moving in there quite well, except for this one here. Let me get this little foot. So the micro brush comes in handy also. See if I can get the tip of that tail. Can you see? Yes, I guess so. I hope so. All right. Oh, I can't see which way I'm going. Oh, there we go. Get the little makeup brush spatula. I know it's here. I know it's here. Here we go. I just cut this off to make it flat or straight. We can just move some of that into the toes. Like that. I need some more because the head is not full and that foot is not full. I thought that was a bubble. Now we should be able to mold if I have it together this evening. We should be able to demold this evening because with this heating mat, boy, they're nice to have. Setup time diminishes quite a bit. This would normally take overnight, but I think once the heating mat is on for 2 hours and then it's got a real good start to cure, and then it's not much longer after that. Oops. So we might be able to demold this evening. Maybe the body's not filled up yet. There we go. That leg could use a little more. Go back around the tail. Okay, everyone. I'm going to call this good. We'll cover it up. And I'll see you in a little while, okay? Have a good evening. Bye. Good morning, everyone. I checked this last night, and the tail was still a bit soft, so I thought we'd wait till morning. And demold this beautiful gecko from, oh, I love how this green turned out. I've got a few bubbles on the edge, but that shouldn't matter. I can just trim those off. But let's see how this beautiful critter turned out. I think I'm going to start very carefully upside down to get those claws out. They're quite detailed. Oh, it comes out beautifully. Look at that. Now the tip of the tail is what I'm worried about. Oh, did you see that? It's lovely. Here we go. Here's the tip of the tail. Come on. There we are. Oops. Look at, I love that. That is subtle. That is what I was hoping to get. I wasn't real neat on these micro powders, but oh my goodness, these areas were so small. So I just need to, I believe, just put a white dot on the eyes with some paint, and this baby is finished. So thank you for watching. This was a short and easy video. I love this mold. Like I said, I got it from IntoResin, and my link for a discount is in my description box. So thank you for watching, everyone. Please like and subscribe, and stay tuned, because next week we are going to have something added to this gecko. So we just don't have a regular gecko out of a mold. We're going to do something fabulous with this gecko next week. So I will see you then. Have a great time with your day. Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for joining.